Hello, you are here with Hester, and we are going to talk about my really exciting debate, Universal versus AMC. I love watching all things about movies. So I watch Grace and her reviews. I watch DC Movie News. Love those guys. And of course, John Campea, the best damn movie review show on the internet. You're welcome. And so I've been gathering all this information, just, paying really close attention, and my family is really tired of hearing about it. So we're going to talk about what happened. So to tell a story, you must start at the beginning. When things started to shut down, a lot of the studios came to the theaters and were like, hey, we're freaking out. What are we going to do? So they came to NATO, the National Association of Theaters and shit, and they said, hey, buddy, we're in a spot. And we think we're going to have to release A, B, and C to video on demand. And is that okay with you? And NATO said, oh, sure, pal, we understand. You got to be respectful of your business partners. Not Universal. No, they just made a public announcement that they were releasing Trolls to video on demand. And they're like, tra-la-la. And then NATO, the National Association of Theaters and shit, released a statement saying, we will not soon forget this. Very ominous, like, fuck. So, Universal's already like, they're on a list. I don't know what the list is. It's not good. So, then they start going around saying, we made tons of money. This was a great idea. We want to do it again. We're going to start actually looking at all of our movies and trying to release them to both theaters and to video on demand. And this, AMC, I must segue, first of all. This is not a new rule. This is not like AMC or NATO just popped up with this. Like, there is this sacred theatrical window. Like, you are not allowed to release things to DVD or video on demand within a certain amount of weeks of its theatrical debut and runtime. Like, that's been the rule for a long, long time. So, at this, AMC is like, fuck you guys. And I paraphrase. We're not going to show any Universal movies in our theaters anymore. Yeah, fuck you with the roasted fork. We're not doing it. Can take your little video on demand plan and shove it up your ass, which, good for them. And then Regal said, yeah, buddy, us too. Gotta flip my page here for my notes. You're welcome. But yeah, we're not going to show you movies either. If you try to release it to theater and video on demand at the same time, we're out. And to this, Universal backpedals like, oh, no. You misunderstood us. We're going to, on a case-by-case basis, look at our movies and say, does this look like it should go to theaters or video on demand? And we have to blink a few times because that's how we do things. They're acting like they invented video on demand. That's how the studios do it. When you say, I have a movie, do I think it'll make a lot of money in theaters? If yes, off you go. If no, we're going to send it to video on demand. That's what we've been doing. It's not new. So, this is the biggest absolute pile of bullshit ever. Like, guys. And then there's, well, Disney, they released their Onward to video on demand. Well, it spent 2 weeks in theaters. And again, there's a conversation going on there. I mean, I feel like no other studio is jumping on board to defend Universal saying, yeah, that sounds great. I think we'd like to do that too. They're all like, you hear what they said? It's like Warner Brothers sitting here like, hey, Disney, you think you could take up a few more screens with your Star Wars and your live action Bambi? And Disney's like, yeah, we can. How about you? And so the other studios are like, go ahead. Talk amongst yourselves. Universal is acting like they want to be Netflix. And there's nothing wrong with Netflix. I love Netflix. Everybody loves Netflix. They're doing great. They've got a little bit of debt, but they've got stuff lined up. They know what they're doing. There's nothing wrong with being Netflix. When you're Universal and you're a movie studio, then you are creating films that really should be on the big screen. You want to be a theatrical studio company. Why are you trying to be Netflix? So pop down into the comments. Let me know what you think. At this point, I feel like Universal needs to apologize. Like straight up, all out, on our knees. Get the Boys to Men song out. Like no backpedaling. No misunderstanding. None of that. Just like, baby, I'm so sorry. I should have done that. I'm sorry. I was a big douche. So, Universal, come on. We want to see your movies. We don't want you to go away, but you just can't act like that. You gotta respect your business partners. The theaters and the studios cannot exist without each other. So they better come to some kind of a compromise. So do you think that this is going to affect the theatrical experience like altogether? Like maybe we will do all video on demand now. Do you think that Universal is really going to get kicked out of all those theaters? Like that would be craziness. Let me know in the comments down below. I would love to hear from you. Don't forget, get the hashtag going, WB, call HB. Check out those guys I mentioned earlier. There would be John Campea, Grace Randolph, and the DC Movie News. They are fantastic. It's where I get a lot of my information. These are great sources of really hilarious and informative shit. Love them. Love you all madly. See you next time.